We are back in the Arbor Hill section of Albany, New York. It's been a little over a year. Our firm, Hamlin Design Group, has been planning and designing and detailing documents. We will now begin the groundbreaking. We invite you to please watch with us this groundbreaking session for the Stephen and Harriet Myers Interpretive Center.
You know, we have been working on this for several years, and so just having the shovels out today, it just makes it so much more exciting and so much more real.
It's so nice to see all of the different kinds of people that have come to this event. The politicians, the administrative folks, and all of the community.
We really appreciate you all being here because of the stories of African Americans who lived, worked, and prospered in eastern upstate New York. The Stephen and Harriet Myers Historic Site has been and continues to be a place where the story of these people is told and their lives are remembered.
What started as a dream, a vision in 2008 is now a reality. It is at the Interpretive Center that interactive exhibits bringing forward the voices and stories of Black Americans written out of the American narrative will have a home.
Today reminds us that the journey towards social justice and environmental sustainability is interconnected. It's very exciting to see that this center is going to be built as a net zero energy building. It means no emissions will be released into the air. It'll utilize the latest energy efficiency technologies to operate comfortably, making this a safe, healthy environment for the Children's Center. So we at NYSERDA were thrilled to support this facility with a $1.1 million grant from our carbon neutral, thank you. This is a carbon neutral community economic development program, and this is really focused on how do you plan, how do you execute, how you design these types of buildings so that they reduce carbon emissions and serve at the same time. I'm pleased to say, on behalf of Governor Hochul, how committed we are to using this center and generally this model to bring our communities with us in this transition.
You see a pile of dirt and I see a thermal battery. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over there and we're going to put 10 500-foot boreholes down. So it's 1,000 feet of pipe. So 500 feet is like a 50-story building if you were to look up, but down in the ground. And so that's going to pull thermal energy out of the ground, heat the building in the winter, and then we're going to, in air conditioning mode, we're going to pull the heat out, and then we're going to take that energy back in the winter. It's really the core of what will make this a net zero building, along with renewable electricity. It's supposed to be a new technology. It's not really that new. We've done many hundreds of them. But this is maybe the most meaningful project we've been involved in.
So thinking about how you tell the story through the landscape, kind of landscape would people have encountered as they were traveling north? I think about the Albany pine bush, which is really distinct, unique to this area and this area alone. And so we tried to draw on using some plants and things from that area because when you saw that, you would have seen it for the first time. And if you were traveling as part of the Underground Railroad, you would have recognized that you had reached a place, a very important place on your journey. So thinking about how we can extend what's being explored in the building into the landscape as well.
Some of you may not know, but the city of Albany is predominantly on a combined sewer. That being your sanitary sewage and your stormwater come together, where they should, in modern design, be separate. Our small contribution on this project is that we're going to be segregating the stormwater and the sanitary to, in a very small way, lessen the load down at the county treatment plant. The stormwater on this property and this project will be going back into the ground as it did 300 years ago before this was ever developed. And that will be in cahoots also with Mary's wonderful landscaping that will be functional as well as aesthetically pleasing. In addition, we'll be doing energy efficient downward directed LED lighting and accessibility. We will have two wonderful rain gardens on each side, the nice walkway that will be coming up through, and in the back there'll be an underground gallery. Nobody's going to see it, but that's where the stormwater is going to go into the ground.
I'm really proud to tell
that this will be the most greenest building that Albany would have. And this would be a living building certification, which is one of the first in this whole region.
There's more to come, this is only maybe the beginning. Huh?
I would say what keeps me motivated is a quote. I have to paraphrase it, but I think it was Charlie Chisholm who said, "If you're not invited to a table, bring a fucking chair." I feel like that's what we're doing. We're saying that the voices of people who have been eliminated from the American narrative have a place within the American narrative, and the work that we do here is committed to making sure that those voices are brought forward, they're heard, they're respected, and integrated into the American story.
Earth Day!